Hey guys, welcome back to Skytania episode 37. So I would like to stop spamming these crafters into the floor, so I think I will do reborn storage after all. But right now, I don't have the iron for it. I actually had to go get iron manually. You can see I've got 29 right now, so we've pretty much used up all the iron we've been working on. So I dumped some in, I've been dumped some gravel into this guy to get him running. I've turned him off because we are so low on power. So, been working through those things, but everything's going okay so far. I've got this guy full and this guy full, and actually looks like most of the rest of them are getting full too, so we're going through all our backlog. So what we need to do is get this guy to be over here. So we do have a few options for that. We could use the refined storage system, and that's what I would like to do. I'd like to have a single place for ender tanks to be and dump things in the system, and then we use the system to export into other places. So that's my next plan. So I added another magnetic dynamo for more power because we didn't have enough just to keep up basically. So that took away all of our lava too. So yeah, we're back up to good right now, but that could change any time, so we really need to get more stuff going. Because basically, I ran out of refined fuel, I ran out of lava, I ran out of tree oil. And that's all the fuel. So, alright, I did get some more resin going to make tree oil. To do that, I moved the tree oil setup. I put them over here on top of the mob farm. So we've got 4 trees now. So we have doubled our other capacity. So we now have 16 of these arboreal extractors. So I hope that's enough. If not, we're going to have to find other power sources once that happens. So I just didn't realize our power needs would scale up so quickly. I thought we had power, but realistically, you know, this guy using 384 RF per tick just being idle. So that's a lot. That's basically 2 of those generators, you know, or at least 1.5 of them running all the time. So if we go down to a single generator, or, you know, we're losing power. So the nice thing is I did make that switch so I can turn the system off if I want to. So just flipping that guy will help out our power use dramatically. But I'm hoping I won't have to do that too often, just, you know, in emergencies. So let's work on getting some stuff into the system for fluids. So we're going to need to get a fluid grid. Alright, let's get one of those guys. Alright, we've got that. Let's get a grid. Well, I need to get a grid. I need both the cores. I have to be able to type as well. Okay, and a machine casing. Alright, so fluid grid requires the grid, which, okay, there we go. That's all of that stuff taken care of. So, we'll stick that guy over there. And now we're going to want to keep a bucket in the system at all times. So let's get one of those guys, and let's make a pattern for a bucket. One of these guys, and let's get some more patterns because we're out again. There we go. So let's see, crafting manager. Yep, I mean, we're just really getting down there now. So I made 2 more crafters, but yeah. So I'd like to get to reborn storage, and at some point, hopefully, we will. So let's just let's dump you in system, and let's say we always want to keep one of those guys in stock. There we go. Always have a bucket now, so when we have iron. So let's work on that. So I got this specialization guy, the ignition plugs. So he will dramatically increase the amount of power and efficiency of our compression dynamo but it means he can only use refined fuel. That's fine. We're going to get refined fuel. That's the whole point of this. So let's get a fluid grid, a fluid storage block. I want to get one of these guys. So let's make some more patterns for that. All right. You won't know how to make this guy, will you? All right, a bucket. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, there we go. Some more patterns. I don't want these in the same place, so. All right, so let's get a fluid storage block. There we go. We'll want bigger one of these for some of the other devices. Things we're going to need like tons of, like water and lava, we'll probably make a giant storage device for those. So what are our options here? Yeah, I'm thinking we'll make these for water and lava. Just make sure we've got like, this is going to be 4,000 buckets of fluid. So let's teach you. Now let's. I'll do that a little bit later. Let's just get the first one, and I want to make sure there's always one in here as well. Okay, so let's use this guy. And where do I want to put these guys? We could go over one and go up the wall. I think we'll do that. Kind of like how these are going up the wall. So let's get some cable. And let's go downstairs. How are we going to get there? We have to go all the way over there? I guess so. Could walk out the door, I guess, and do that too. Where is my... this guy, pickaxe. So we're going to come back up, yeah, in there. So I want a cable there, and I want it to go down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that takes care of this. So we will put the fluid block on here. That's fine for the first one. So you are going to be a whitelist. So I need a bucket. And we need a bucket of this refined fuel. And we're going to keep this bucket in the system because every time this block is broken, he loses his whitelist. I hate that, but it is what it is. So we'll keep a bucket of this at all times. We can get the filter back for whatever we need. And we're going to need a filter for the thing I have in mind for XNet too. So also a good idea there. So there we go. You are only storing refined fuel. So we can get 64 buckets of refined fuel in the system. So what we need now is some way of importing fluids in the system. So where do I want to put that? Should we go down? Put it in the basement maybe? The crawl space? I'm thinking hanging off these cables would not be a bad thing for the importers. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. You know what else I want? Wireless guy. Where did we leave off doing that? Do we ever do anything with that? Let's see. Can we make one of you? Always make patterns. Always make patterns. You will make more of these. It is a certainty. Alright, so let's get you. Let's get you some range upgrades. So yeah, you need to be these guys. Alright. So there is our wireless transmitter. Our range upgrades, we can have 4. I don't have any iron for that. Alright, it's going to be a short range wireless transmitter then. Need a wireless crafting grid. This guy. So we need a grid for that. A crafting grid. requires a grid. You know, you need to make a pattern for grids too. We're making lots of grids. Honestly, we need that many, and then I do. So there we go. Let's get a grid. No iron. Are you kidding me? It's not kidding. All right. Let me go grab some iron. I'll be right back. Okay, I sifted through a stack of iron, or gravel. I'm letting him do that too. So I thought I'd show you one cool thing. Don't know if I've shown this before, but you can feed these guys, and they get faster. See? Look how fast they get. So that's chicken. That gives him a 5.5 speed boost. It doesn't last very long, maybe 30 seconds or so, but so you'd have to keep feeding him if you wanted him to keep increasing. I don't know if that affects power use or not. I don't think that it does, but I'm not 100% sure either. So, and you can see he's back to normal. So, not very long. Definitely a benefit. I had to go back to the stone tier for hammers. No iron. I can't afford to make iron hammers. So where are we with iron? We've got almost a stack again. So, all right, doing a little bit better then. So what happened to those range upgrade? Can those happen now? Yeah, they can. All right, let's do that. And then I need this guy. I needed a grid. All right. Then I want a wireless crafting grid, which requires a crafting grid. There we go. And there we go, a wireless crafting grid. So I think all I have to do is shift right click to bind him. Yeah, then we have to put the, it has to go on a cable somewhere. It doesn't matter where, but it has to be attached to a cable. So I'm going to put it downstairs. So lots of cables there. We'll put it like, I don't know, right up here maybe? Is that going to be in the way? Can I put him like on the bottom of a cable? I didn't think so. Can't put him there without breaking that block. Alright, I need to drop him down some then. So let's get some, okay, let's see here. There's the thing, there's the wall then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So right about here is the center. Alright, that's convoluted, but okay, can I put him on the side? Or wait, I can put him on the bottom? This is confusing me. No, he makes some kind of weird thing, like you could put him on the side, but no, he has to go on top of a cable. Maybe you should go outside and go to the back instead of in here. This is kind of an odd placement. What's out back? Yeah, we could go... right here. And that's pretty good. There we go. Wireless range of 48 blocks. We're out of food. Oh, I want to go downstairs. I want to go back inside. Potatoes. There we go. So, I'm having it craft those on demand too. At least have a stack so I can refill the potatoes whenever I need to. But, how much power are you using now? 435. So, we're now up to almost 2 full generators at a time. Just passively powering this guy. So, we better get work on getting more power then. Alright, I got the ignition plugs. They're running. I need to get refined fuel in him. I need to get an importer. Okay. And I don't have another one of those things. I need an ender tank. And I need a yellow dye. That's why I made this tank a yellow dye, so. Alright, there is our refined fuel, or more than half it. So let's go back downstairs. Alright, so that's that. That means still on the floor, won't they? Oh, that'll be nice. Won't be hanging auto from the ceiling. Okay, so there we go. So you're going to be a fluid importer. I think that should be working. Why won't you go back? Yep, there we go. We are importing refined fuel. So it should be pretty much out of refined fuel now. Yep, and it is. Okay. So this system, if the pulverizer running, would be 20, 40, 60, 100 RF per tick. And we're going to get 400 RF per tick for this. So even when we're making more fuel, this is going to be a 300 RF per tick to the good generator. So all we have to do now is get refined fuel over there. So let's get a fluid interface. So I'm going to make a pattern for one of those guys. There we go. And put you in one of our last pattern spots. And let's craft this guy. And we're going to need to keep one of him in stock at all times too, I think. So we're going to use a lot of those guys. Alright, I've got that bucket of refined fuel. So let's go downstairs. So similar to how we have these blocks here, we're going to use... we had these... Okay. So you are going to be right there, which means you may not be right there, actually. Okay. I want to put the cable one down from you, and then yeah, that should be okay to be right there. No, I don't want it right there. I almost want it right there. I want it one over. That way he can be connected to the XNet system and the refined storage system. So this is a fluid interface. We want to keep a bucket of refined fuel in him at all times. And then we will put him on a channel, the fluids channel, the non-water fluids channel. So let's see here. You are tree oil. We're going to make channel 8 be a new channel for this fluid. But we will be able to get rid of channels 2 and 6 to put them all here. But we need to filter them first. So it's fine for right now. So we're going to create a channel. This is going to be called the fluids channel. Alright. Okay. So this is a fluid interface. It's the only fluid interface so far. So we're going to create an extract of you. And then I want to make sure you're not enabled right now. And I want to have... Here's a compression dynamo. Okay, so you're the tree oil one because you are on the tree oil channel, which will be moved to channel 8 in a little while, but you are going to be an insert of refined fuel. I hope that's how that works. We will find out very soon. So, enable that channel, and hopefully we will now have refined fuel in this guy, and we do. So, the only question is what's going to happen when I use this same setup for tree oil in this guy. So, let's get a bucket of tree oil. I got rid of my buckets, that's fine, don't need them. Oh, I need one. Need a bucket of tree oil. There we go. And so we're going to go back downstairs. Okay. He was just putting this out in the system, wasn't he? He was... Where does he put this? He puts it right here. Okay. So, yeah. Basically, what we want to do instead is output him into the system. Or maybe just into a container right here. No, I'm going to get tree oil in the system. Alright, so we will do something to make that happen. I'm going to need a fluid interface, I know that. We're going to need... That was odd. So, we're going to need a fluid interface. We've got that going. We're going to need one of these guys over here, the 64K fluid storage. We're going to need to flip the system off, because if we don't, we'll start importing refined fuel into this guy, which we don't want. We want him to only have tree oil. And we cannot place him with any kind of filter. So you are a whitelist for tree oil. There we go. So we now need some way to import into the system. So we've got a couple options for that. We could have another ender tank. I think we'll do it that way. I think we'll have another ender tank so that they're all pretty consistent. So you are no longer going to output to the down. You are going to output to the back. And you will go out there. Okay. Yeah. So we'll get the rosin still, but the tree oil will go out the back into a new ender tank. Alright. And we're going to need some kind of color for it. What color is tree oil? This ugly kind of brown? A lighter brown? I guess we'll make it yellow brown. We need to make brown dye. So we're going to need this. And we're going to need to make a pattern for this. And we're going to need to get more patterns in the system. Let's see here. Can we bump you up maybe to 30? It's making glass. Once it has enough glass, it might make more patterns. I'm not sure it can make 30. There might be a problem because it might be because of iron. Yeah, it's got no iron. Let's bump you back down. We need to get more resources before we do that. Alright, so yeah, let's put these in the crafters. And we'll get some brown dye, some brown powder. I'm going to need 2 of that and a couple of the yellow, and we'll make a brown yellow ender tank. We need 2 ender tanks actually. Oh, can't make an ender tank anymore? You're missing iron. Make ender tanks. I have to go get more iron. Alright, 1 second. From your position. Alright, I got a little bit more iron. We got our other ender tank I needed. I want to test one thing real quick. I was speeding him up. I was using some bread to do that. And I made a juicer from Tiny Progressions that lets you get beet juice. Beet juice is better than just eating a beet, but carrot juice, it looks like it's the same as eating a carrot, so that didn't seem like there was any point to that. But I can eat worse food and give the better food to one of these guys. And it looks like you can just spam click and he won't keep using it so until he's hungry again. So I'm thinking, can we set up an auto clicker and speed him up more regularly? So there's a mod in here called Click Machine. Yeah. Oh, he needs a chorus flower. Okay. I'm not sure if we have any way to get that right now. I'm not sure what the analog looks like. Okay. Never mind. We're not going to do this right now. We're going to go, we're going to forget that for a minute. Let's keep working on this guy. So you're going to be kind of a light brown. So we're going to make you white or yellow brown. And there's that guy. So we're going to do with the tree oil. Alright, so let's go dump this guy in the back here. There we go. There's some of the tree oil. Alright, so the next step is to import the tree oil in there. He's already filtered, so we're going to need an importer. I'm thinking we're going to kind of keep one of these on hand at all times too. So let's go add that to this guy. And let's go downstairs. Alright, there we go. Here is tree oil. Yep, and you are an importer of fluids. So we should now have tree oil in the system. Well, like a better way up than just running around the outside. All the corners are in use. Oh well. Maybe I should move this guy, have this be a corner I can go down to. Worry about that later. For now, I've got the fluid interface, so we want to go get a bucket of tree oil out. And this was going to test out our XNet design. So I want you to have 1 bucket of tree oil in you. And we are going to go deactivate this channel. And you are that. Okay. So turn off channel 8. Create a channel. Filter it. And turn it on. I don't see you getting tree oil. So it's probably because I didn't do this. Okay. One more time. Let's see how that goes. Hey, there we go. Tree oil. And he could have got refined fuel. That was an option for this kind of dynamo. So the filter does work. Okay. I thought that's how it would be, but have never used that before, so I didn't really know. Okay, so yeah, you are all done. You have a full tank of this guy. You're making more refined fuel, and you're making more naphtha. Okay, so those could use a bit of a speed up, but mostly we're good. So what do we have here? We're going up in power. With everything on, we're going up in power. So yeah, that's this guy on, all of the auto processing that happens, this guy, yeah, that's working out pretty well. Making more pulverized coal. I am concerned about our coal situation. We did have tons of it, now we've got 500. We did have like close to 2,000. So we're clearly burning through the coal to get this. It's a good power source, but only if we can get enough of it. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Because we are good on power, we won't be using as much to burn through. So realistically, I'm going to need to turn this system off. However, the only problem with that is that that system is also what drives the importing of coal. So there's also that. We could improve this setup, maybe get him either more mana or duplicate him. I'll have to think about that. So, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I will see you next time.